Hi everybody. Okay, we're going to give it just another minute or two since we are running late today. And it'll give me a chance to kind of do something really quick. Okay. So, as I said in my post earlier, I apologize for being so late today. We had lost track of time while doing the second color profile for our butterfly dragon, which I can actually show you. Give me a moment. Let me switch screens. She should already be up. And yep, there she is. Okay, so of course this doesn't do it justice at all, because you see flat colors. And the base color is a sparkle midnight blue. Okay, and then you've got the matte pink in there, and then a silk. Well, it's a metallic, so it's silver. So it's got that really pretty shiny color into it. And then of course we've got the white in the eyes and the teeth. No, I didn't do. And yeah, I can't move that screen. I gotta go to the bamboo screen. We've got the white in her eyes, on her teeth. I didn't do the nails for these because as you can see, they're not quite nails, they're more stone than nails. So I left that be. Pretty much the same with the other one, which let me switch screens again and I will show you guys. Let's actually go to craft 2. I know, you see her just kind of sitting here. Okay, so we have our beautiful butterfly dragon here. See the tail. Now you can really see her wings. And they do spread out. They're still a little tight. They need to be worked out a bit. And isn't she beautiful? And I'll tell you this, my mama would love her. My mama is a huge butterfly fan. And not just my mama. One of my adopted sisters is a huge butterfly person as well. So I may end up having to print extras of these, even though they're my longest print. I may end up having to print extra just to send them. Alright, hold on. Going back to the other screen. Okay, so I know y'all can see some stuff sitting over here in the main craft area, in craft area 1. These are some of the oops or failed prints, if you will. Like this one got to like 82% or something like that and failed. So I've got usable parts on this that I can still use for my keychains and stuff like that, but the whole is not usable. The same with this red one over here. You know, y'all looking at the little screen up there. You know, again, it's, you know, not all of it can be used. You know, I had to throw away the other pieces for it, which I wish I wouldn't have done, but, you know, hindsight's 20/20, because there would have been more that I could have done with it. Now, but it is what it is, and we do what we can, right? Alright. So, let me switch over to Craft 1. Yeah, now you can get a better view. And get my mouse out of the way here. Okay, so we're going to work on this one second, because that one's going to be a little bit more involved. This is going to be the first one we work on, okay? Now, what I'm doing with this one is I'm taking off just this piece here, okay? Now, I wish I could keep this as well, but unfortunately it's attached to this. And this is the part that's all messed up. So, unfortunately that doesn't work. So we're going to be taking this piece here, and we're going to make a pretty keychain out of that. And then I'm going to make a couple of Dragon Link keychains in 2 sizes, because of course, you know, I'm not going to use the entire thing. So we'll have, you know, basically a bigger version and then a small version, because the tail does get smaller as it goes down. So we'll have a big version and a small version on that one. And then I'll explain all the stuff when we get to this one, because this one's going to be a lot more, have a lot more pieces, because the feet are salvageable, parts of the tails are salvageable, and of course almost all the links are salvageable. So we'll be able to get quite a few out of this one, even though you know, I really wish I could have gotten the head, or at least the whole tail, but you know, it is what it is. We do what we can. So, okay. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this bad boy out. Now, we need to remember we don't want to cut any of this, so we're going into the red here, and we're cutting that. Which breaks that off, and now we've got part of a dragon tail for a keychain. Okay, so there's that. Throw that little piece away. And then we are going to cut off the messed up piece. Okay. Unfortunately, this was the piece that's very messed up, so we can't do anything with that. Okay, now we have 2 beautiful links. Looks like we are going to cut right about here. Okay. We lose 1 link in this process because we've got to cut something. Okay, there's 1. This one was a little trickier because of where I had to cut the link. But that's okay. So now we have 2 Dragon Link keychains and a Dragon tail keychain. Okay, and those are getting the black ones. Okay, this is the one that's a little, we're gonna conquer our little pieces here. Take that off first and foremost. Yeah, see, unfortunately, this piece got very, very messed up. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be keeping some but tossing others. Okay. Come on. Thank you. And as beautiful of a dragon head as this would have made, unfortunately, it just can't. It's got all kinds of screw-ups. So, in the trash it goes. Alrighty. So now we need to cut off our feet. No, don't want to cut that part. Starting to think maybe this filament was a little dry. Okay, there's those feet. And this is where we want to cut our links to see how many we can salvage. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Feet. Yay, 4 feet. Okay. This piece, unfortunately, goes in the trash. Okay. So, I'm trying to think here. Probably do. Let me get these off first. Okay. Let's see. What do you think? 3? Small, medium, large? this one first. Yeah, see what I mean? The filament's just breaking apart. So, but it could also be because this one's just kind of been sitting on my bed. It hasn't been in the humidity tote or anything. And that piece kind of went flying. Okay. I was trying to see if I could salvage that end piece, but no, it leaves a hole. So there we go. And that gives us, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Gives us a dozen new keychains. Yes, it's one of the oopsies. So we're doing some Dragon Paw keychains, some Dragon Tail keychains, and some Dragon Link keychains. Unfortunately, none of the heads were salvageable. But waste not, want not. Didn't want to waste any of it because this was, like I said, failed at like, I'm trying to remember, it was somewhere close to 80% that the dragon had failed, at least this blue one anyway. And so the head wasn't salvageable, and the very center piece on the tail wasn't salvageable. But we got some nice pieces that were. So we got some large dragon paws. Large dragon paws. And yes, I know they're actually dragon claws or dragon feet, but I like the word paw. I can show off the cauldron, sure. Okay, so before we get into making the keychains, I'm going to show you one of the presents that we made for our grandson. That will be getting mailed out here soon. Because I also, if you remember, I had posted a picture of the crystal wolf dragon. The baby wolf dragon, I should say, and he was in blue and cold white. The cauldron's on the credenza, sweetheart. Anyway, this was the dragon. Let me switch screens. Hold on. Actually, I don't need to. This was the dragon that I had showed you guys, and my grandson fell in love with it. So apparently it's bro. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, the free Dobby sign. My grandson is a Harry Potter fan. Come on, who's not? Even I'm a Harry Potter fan. So we got this awesome little free Dobby sign. Okay. Put that over here. And then my amazing wife 3D printed this guy. As you can see. I know, I really should remember that you face the same way I do. Okay, so there's this awesome cauldron, and yes, there is electrical to it, and I'm going to show you why. turn off my spotlight for a second. That way you kind of get a really good idea of what it looks like. Isn't that awesome? Oh, I love it. It's so cool. You know, like I said, even I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so, you know, I love this kind of stuff. But yeah, we have this awesome cauldron with a bright, bright green for the potion in it, and it's just awesome. So, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do now is do baby. Thank you. Now, she made one of these for me too. It actually sits on the outside of my studio door. You know, right above my door. And there's also, you know, platform 9 3/4 sign. You know, so, yeah, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. So we're going to put that right there for right now. That way it stays safe. We're going to put his little dragon over here so it stays safe. There we go. Keep the butterfly dragon company. Okay, turn my light back on. Alrighty. So I'll start with the smallest stuff first. And I had already picked out, you know, the colors that I wanted for the pieces. So we're gonna need 3 in black. Come on. Okay, 2 in gunmetal. So those 2 will get the gunmetal. So we need 4, 5, 6, 7 in the copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is why I get different colors, is because, you know, I'm weird and I like pairing colors. Doc is going nutso again, huh? I don't really know what to tell you, because he don't listen for nothing. He's at that age right now. Okay, so since we're going to start with the paws here. Where's my, there it is. So here's my opening. Okay. Gotta get it just right, or the pliers just kind of slip right off. Yay, see? There's one. this is the smallest of the 3 link pieces for this dragon, so yay! That one was actually fairly simple, which is amazing. So that's 2. And I'm not cutting the little hook off of the very end, only because there are many things you can do with that. You know, if someone wanted to add on to this piece with something else, or you know, just whatever creative ideas that they can come up with, you know, they'd be able to hook it into that. So I don't want to take that off, and the fact that it leaves a little bit of a hole. You know, but I like thinking of the fact that, you know, they could add something if they wanted to. You know, you could even clip in multiple keychains together. So, you know, it just all depends on what the person wants. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I know I'm kind of hopping around a little bit. That's because I don't want y'all to have to sit through me doing the entire thing, unless y'all really wanted to. I've done one of these styles already. I believe I've showed them to you as well. So this particular one gets very tricky because of the shape and not being able to get a proper full grip. Not the easiest one, and I know I have a cat climbing behind me. I'll get him down in a second. I've been yelling at him all day for it. Okay, this one's actually kind of tight. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm doing at the moment. I'm just making the keychains and watching my Doc kitty crawl into the trundle for the day. He's a baby, gets into everything. Okay, so let's check on our print really quick. Oh. Well, let me check on my print really quick since my camera isn't being nice today. So far, so good. I ain't jinxing nothing, but so far, so good. And I think she's going to be just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Some of the ones that I have been working on, give me just a second and I will find them. Okay, I'm going to show you one. I've been working on the color profile for this one. There's a few of them that I've been working on the color profile for them. Okay, so let's minimize that one. the colors that this particular one that I'm going to show you is in are not the colors he's going to stay, but I needed the high contrast to be able to basically see what I'm doing. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at them. These aren't the colors he's staying in. These are just me separating the colors. So let me switch screens here. There we go. And he is called the Nightwing. He's a little bat dragon. Isn't he neat? Yeah, and check out the wings on him. Now, of course, there's a baby version for him as well, but adults got to be done first, and then we'll work on the baby. Yeah, you're seeing all these little white spots. It's because I have to separate the rest, do it by hand. I was able to do some. But I want to pick up, his main color is actually going to be in a brown. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. Now, of course, that brown will be a lot better than what's shown in the picture. So if that helps a little. A little. The other option that I kind of had was, of course, doing him in the sparkle black. So he would look a bit more like this, which is still really pretty. The base is a sparkle black, and his eyes and all of his horns in a sparkle midnight blue. The gems, I'm not 100% sure yet, 'cause I haven't even finished colorizing them all, as you can tell. So I haven't 100% decided on what colors I'm going to do. So if y'all have opinions, share them. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Got an ear itch. So he's one of them. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, we do want to say that because I just made minor changes. Okay. Let's see. Ocean. Where's my ocean? Well, there's the baby. Okay, give me a minute because I'm trying to find one that I thought I already had. There he is. Unpacked, but apparently I did not. Okay, and there's going to be two versions to this guy. And keep in mind, I haven't done anything as far as a color profile for these yet. Okay, so nope, not the right one. There we go. So this is actually an ocean serpent. Sorry, one second. Kitten's getting into things. Let me see. Okay, that's a little better. Now he's actually bright enough to see. Okay, he has no color profile or anything yet. I haven't gotten that far. And Biscuit, stop that. You don't need to eat the plastic. Alright, so the second one in that series here's the second one, and this is the actual dragon, the ocean dragon. So he's another one we're going to be introducing once we finish a color profile for him. And I kind of have a little bit of an idea of, you know, just looking at him, of kind of what I want to do. But he's definitely going to be one that's going to take me a little bit to get the full color profile done. So we've got him. Let's see. And then we've got this guy. And he's just neat. There we go. And he is what is called a void sea dragon. It's neat, isn't he? So he's another one we'll be working on. Okay, y'all are gonna love this. Okay, one of the color profiles I was working on this morning. And he is just absolutely adorable. His color profile is done. He's ready to be printed. I just have to get the right colors. So let me show you guys him. Isn't he adorable? He's a little baby mushroom dragon. Of course, I've got the adult as well, but I couldn't help it. He's just a baby. Look at him. And I keep wanting to move that screen. I mean, isn't he just adorable? And of course, you know, we can make his dots any color we want, you know, so. Do blue dots. Do pink dots. And I really like the way the pink looks with the brown. That's just me. The yellow. But you get the point, you know. Personal preference, I like the contrast with the pink and the brown. And I think it looks really neat. And yes, he's going to have blue eyes. And as you can see, you know, his color profile is not 100% finished. I'm still doing his nails. But his nails are the last thing I have to do on him. And I've already got one paw done. Now it's it's just the other three. Okay, let's go back to the main screen here. But that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, you know, our streams are going to be pretty short, you know, leading up to our event, you know, because we're doing 3 a week versus what we want our standard to be, which is 2 a week. Sorry, I'm very thirsty today. You know, today we were streaming to five platforms. Well, to be fair, 4 platforms, but one of them's a dual stream, dual location, I should say. You know, we're streaming to our Twitch profile, of course. We're also streaming to our main EOM page for Facebook. We're streaming to our Instagram, and we are streaming to our YouTube. And then I'm also streaming to my personal Facebook page as well. You know, to kind of give some of my friends and family, you know, a quick peek at what we're doing and how we're doing it, that kind of thing. And hello, Tasmania. They're checking stuff out because I cleared off a lot of that bed today. Oh, he's just making himself comfortable. He found a nice little comfy cushiony spot. But so yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Don't forget, guys, June 16th from noon to 6 p.m. we will be at the El Encanto Event Center, which is in South Oklahoma City, off of Western and just north of the 240, on 67th Street, I believe it is. I'm gonna double check just to make sure I'm correct. Yes, it is 837 Southwest 67th Street, Oklahoma City. So don't forget, we will be there on June 16th from noon until 6 p.m. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I am also going to be trying for an event at Mary's, but it won't be until the end of the month, so most likely the 29th, 30th, weather pending. That's the easiest way to say it, weather pending. Sorry guys, give me just a moment so I can hit a kitty with a spray bottle. It's okay, Tez. Because poor Tez is trying to sleep and Biscuit's being a bully. But, yep, so that's it, guys. Yeah, we covered the event and everything, and then the possibility of us doing Mary's on the 29th and 30th of June. Again, weather pending, because we are in storm season, so it's raining a lot. And Mary's is an outdoor event, so it can be a little tricky. We've got a print in the printer. Unfortunately, my camera's being a little wonky again. I will try to get the camera working again, but I have a feeling I may end up having to turn my printer completely off and then turn it back on again, which really isn't a huge issue as far as the print is concerned, because it'll resume where it left off. I just hate having to do that, especially once I've already started a print. And this is a very, very long print. You know, as you remember from the first dragon that we did, you know, one day, 20 hours, 40 some odd minutes. So basically, you know, one day in 22. Yes, and understood. I know what you meant. But as you can see, you know, our butterfly dragon turned out absolutely gorgeous. So we are doing a second one in a different color profile. Um, again, her wings are a little stiff, um, but they just need to be, you know, used, or, you can basically leave them nice and stiff like that. That way they sit and hold their shape really nicely. Let me see. And I really do wish y'all could see the actual color of this sparkle black filament, because seeing it on the cameras and everything, and it just does not do it justice at all. This filament is beautiful, and the midnight blue filament, the sparkle midnight, is just as pretty. So definitely come and see us in person on June 16th. You'll be able to see all of these. That's when they will be up for grabs. Yes, I've been diligently working on our website and getting all the new products added with pictures and descriptions and all that kind of goody stuff. Essence of Magic will be debuting 2 brand new scents at our market event. One of them called 343. Now, if I could get my actual firefighter to comment on that one. Give her a minute because of lag. I may have to go in the other room. Poke her. Okay, so for those of you that do not know what 343 means, usually, and I don't blame people for that, because not everyone paid attention, unfortunately. 343, I'm turning a bad number into a good number, at least in the way that I can. On 9/11, there was 343 firefighters that passed. And so this new scent is in honor of them. It's in honor of every firefighter. And it is geared towards firefighters. It has the most amazing undertones to it, because I used a rugged scent with a little bit of firewood in there, and to create this scent. And of course there's an extra in there that I don't say because it's only a couple of drops, but it helped blend everything perfectly together. And apparently it's a hit because my firefighter seems to love it. The second scent we are going to be debuting is called Bad Boy. And that is a combination of a scent for Fierce and Cappuccino Brulee, a nice little, very, very strong coffee. And with a touch of caramel in there. So you've got that nice fierce scent with the coffee, and then of course a couple of drops of something else that kind of blends everything together really nicely, puts that beautiful undertone underneath. And that particular scent, if you haven't figured it out by the name, Bad Boy is in honor of all of our policemen and women. And everything that they do for us. The third scent that I am going to be debuting is not a Essence exclusive scent. Okay, you see it everywhere you go, pretty much in anything, candles, wax melts, all that kind of stuff. It's a very popular scent. But the reason I'm saying we are debuting and I'll get to that because it'll explain all three of the scents at the same time. Cotton candy is geared towards, of course, kids. Um, and it's so sweet and it smells so good. Sorry, excuse me. I seem to have the burpees. Anyway, so these particular 3 cents, the reason I'm mentioning those is because with every single purchase of one of those scents, it doesn't matter which one you're purchasing. If you purchase $3.43, then 10% of that purchase price is going to go into a separate account. And once we get enough into that account, we will be donating that to the local fire department. And the same goes with Bad Boy. It will go into a separate account, and once we get enough from those proceeds, we will be donating that towards our local law enforcement programs. As far as cotton candy, those proceeds will be donated to children, foundations for children, abused children. It is, all three of those are something that are very near and dear to me. We will be adding more in the future because I would like to cover every branch of the military as well. So, and proceeds from those would of course go to places like the VFW and things like that. So that's kind of where we, why we did what we did with those particular scents and why I created them. And as you pretty much figured out already, I have a very strong connection to firefighters and to military and to EMS and all of them. In some way, shape, or form, we have a connection to each one of them. So I will give back the only way I know how, the only way I can. Okay, so enough with the heavy. We are done for today. We will be back Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So I hope to see y'all there. If y'all get a chance, go to the website, check it out, check out the, the product listings and everything like that. Give me your opinions. I value the feedback, whether good or constructive. It doesn't matter, Feedback is feedback, and if I can, make things easier or smoother, then, I will absolutely, implement that. So, go take a look. Tell me what y'all think, give me your opinions. I would love to be able to, make it so you guys are 100% comfortable and, the ease of use for you guys is good. So, again, just let me know. And other than that, we will see y'all Tuesday, 6 p.m. And if you can't make it for Tuesday, then we will see y'all Thursday at 11 a.m. And on that note, have a great rest of your evening, considering it's already 5 p.m. I need to start dinner. Alright, y'all. Have a great Monday. Try not to let it stress you out too much. See y'all soon. Blessed be.